Hey everyone, MasterAbbott here from CapsuleComputers.com. Today we're going to be playing and going through gameplay from ZeptoLabs, their new title, Cut the Rope Experiments. Now, as you can see, I'm playing this on the HD version, which is Cut the Rope HD. Very simple, like it's not too much different from the iPhone version. It'll probably have a bit more higher improved graphics, but it'll run exactly the same way as the iPhone version will. Now this is the iPad, as basically what I'm going to run you through is a few of the levels. Now if anyone is familiar with Cut the Rope, it's a very simple game, but it's it can get very complicated down the track with the levels down and further down the track. So basically what I'm going to do is I'll run you through a couple of easy levels and show you some of the other ones, but I'm not going to give you away too many spoilers, because I want you guys to have a look at it and also just have a quick understanding of how the gameplay works, and then go in and buy it, because this game is recommended as our recommended games and iOS suggestions. Alright, so let's go in and have a look at one of the first levels. Now as you can see, the original Cut the Rope is available to download at the moment as well, and they're basically they're talking about it right here. Now you start off with getting started. There's the shooting the candy, there's sticky steps, rocket science, then there's the bath time. We need a total of 230 stars to open this one up. Then they've got a few more levels coming up soon, and ZeptoLabs always give us a few extra levels along the way. So if you've purchased the game, you will get the extra levels for free. So as you can see, I've unlocked a few levels already, and they're not too complicated, but it's fun so far. But it will get harder down the track. They've done a really good job with the physics on these extra levels, and I've got to tell you, it's very fun. Alright, so let's start off into the getting started. So basically what happens is Om gets dropped off and a professor picks him up this time around. So what we're going to do is go into the first. As you can see, Om gets dropped. So Mr. Professor picks him up and puts him in a lab experiment. Alrighty, so as you can see, very simple to start with, but this time around the actual stars move, and in certain levels they move, sometimes they don't. But this one here is very simple. As you can see, easy. Cut the rope, get it into Om's mouth, but you got to try and get everything at the same time. So slicing or cut, and it'll get you through into that one. So very simple. Not too complicated. As you know, this is the first level, but it does get hard. So for example, the next one does get like straight away, it's not very simple. As you can see, that star's already moving around in front of Om's mouth. So you can see we can swipe, and then as soon as I've done that, you can swipe it again, and I just missed a star, as you can see right there. So if you miss a star, you can always click on the replay, but I've already got all these stars in this level, so I can move on. Alright, so the next one, the bubble. There's different sections of the game. There's always different little things in this one. The bubble introduces another sort of physics where you got to slice, and then basically move that across. I stuffed that one up. So what happens if you make a mistake? Slice, move that across, cut. That'll come up like that. As you can see, you can slice it again, pop, and it will drop straight into Om's mouth. So there are a lot of different physics and different type of gameplay tactics that you've got to try and use to get further into the game. So what I'll do is I jump back out into the main menu and move across to a couple of the other harder ones down the track. So as you can see, I've got all the first 25, all 3 stars and everything. You don't have to get 3 stars, but if you want to get perfects and also the achievements and stuff like that, it's recommended. We jump into level 13 and show you what this one's like. Now, as you can see now, you've also got the stretcher. Okay, the stretcher moves it. So basically, by doing that, you can just go cut. But you also got to remember that you've got to try and cut a few things at the same time. So as you can see right now, you can stretch the ropes, and as you can see, that's just cut it now. So you can slide this one across right now, straight into Om's mouth. See, there's a lot of different physics that you've got to do. You've got to sometimes swipe your fingers twice, you know, at the same time to cut the ropes. You know, it depends on what you got to do. All right, so let's jump into the next one. This one's very simple. Oh, well, it's not very simple, but it's a bit complicated. You can jump up, and you can say, you got to do it very quickly. So as you can see, you didn't get any stars. So jump back in again. So as you can see, the balloon is down the bottom. With the balloon, you jump in, there's a bubble right there. So pressing that, and as you can see, there you go. Very easy, not too complicated. So that's not a hard one. Yes, and the professor gets very proud of you too. Alright, so doing that, there's a couple of the easier levels on the first stage. The second stage, what I'm going to do is I'm only going to show you 2 stages, okay? So that's the first one, and the second one getting started. Okay, so the next one is shooting the candy. Now this is a completely new physics that ZeptoLabs have introduced. Now basically I'll start you off on the first one because it makes it very simple to understand and see. This one here is basically what happens is, okay, there is no bubbles. There are no bubbles at all. How is it we're going to get to there? But what you do in this one is you press this and it shoots off like a harpoon bubble, harpoon rope. So basically if you shoot that like that, it just suction caps it. And then what you can do is you can let it go like this. It cuts it straight over and swipes it across. So basically what it does, the good thing about this one in this section here, it actually moves and follows. As you can see right now, it's moving it across. So you really have nothing to worry about. All you got to do is press it and it will find it. And then let it go. But what you got to do is you have to make sure you calculate the amount of length to give it. So as you can see, I made a complete big mistake there by going across and going back. As you can see right now, you'd want to do it like about there. So as you can see, letting that go gives it enough rope to cut it, to swipe down. And then once you've done it, swipe it, and then go in there too. Just picked up an achievement as well. So that's awesome. So that I'll give you a few more and show you what I'm talking about here. So basically right now, as you can see, these ones here are the spikes. Now you don't want the spikes to pop the candy or break the candy. So what you can do is you can swipe, grab, and then as you can see right now, it was done quickly at the same time by pressing those buttons at the same time. They grab it, and then what happens is you swipe it at the same time and it goes straight into Om Nom's mouth. Very simple, not complicated at all. This level, that is. Alright, and we can also enjoy cut the rope if you want. We can also put, after a few times you've played the game, it will ask you to rate it. We won't rate it for now, but that's basically, if you want, you've got the option to do it. Remind me later. Alright, so we'll go through and play one more. Alright, so this one here, what happens? This one's it's a little bit hard, but what happens is, for example, you got to cut, touch. So that one there touched it for that one. Swiping brings up that one. And as you can see now, you've got to make sure that you time this one by cutting and pressing at the same time. So cut, press. And I think we stuffed that one up. Yes, we did. Okay, so do it one more time. Cut, touch. Push. Alright, now we've got to make sure you cut and press at the same time. So cut, press, stuff that one up again. One more time. One, press. Okay, that goes across. Alright, ready? And a 2, and a... Okay, got it. Very simple. And now all you got to do is just cut it and let it go into Om Nom's mouth. Boom. Easy. Not complicated, but it does get complicated. I'm not going to give you away too many more hints because, well, not too many more spoilers, because you're going to get the gist of this one, and ZeptoLabs have done a fantastic job at bringing out a few more excellent levels for Cut the Rope. Now, if you don't have the original one and you do pick up this one here, it does, you know, bring up the option from the main menu to go in and pick up the other one. You can also follow them on Facebook, bringing that back down. And apart from that, that is it. Now there are other little secrets that you can get up in the game, and there are the little professor's albums, so you can get a total of 7 little pictures in total here, and they basically appear. You got to find them on the screen. You got to cut that little section of the screen. If you find it, it's like a little Easter egg. So as you can see, by selecting one of these, it just shows you like a little picture. By doing that, you can also share it as well on your Facebook. If you're following them on Facebook, if you have this set up on Facebook, you can do that too. By doing that, you also get another little photo. So that's that. And then apart from that, we've got the options, and the options menus are very simple, but what I wanted to run through is show you what the achievements are. There are some pretty cool achievements in here too. So ZeptoLabs have also added an extra 24. I've got a total of 6 out of 24 so far, but as you can see, you've got a whole lot of different ones, collecting 200 stars, 100 stars, cutting 50 ropes, cutting 600 ropes. There's a few of them here. Get 3 stars in all levels on the 3rd pack, so that's getting there soon. Shooting the rope with the gun 50 times. There's a whole lot of different ones to do. So as you can see on the screen, there's a whole lot to pick up. So basically, there's a bit of gameplay, there's a bit of replay value as well, and it's recommended that, yeah, of course, it's a lot of fun. So even if you finish it, you can always give it to a friend or one of the family members to play as well. So it's great fun. Alrighty, so that pretty much covers Cut the Rope experiments on the Apple iPhone and iPad. It's available right now, so I would pick it up. I recommend it. Pick it up and support ZeptoLabs because they've done a fantastic job with this one. So that's it. If you have any questions on the YouTube channel, let us know. Like us if you like us, and thank you for watching. MasterAbbott signing out from CapsuleComputers.com.